Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be setting up my July budget calendar overview as well as do a bi-weekly budget for the June 26th paycheck. The post-its that you just saw me remove one of them was really important. One of them actually said to have one of my capital cards paid off, and that was just a reminder for myself back when I set up our debt payoff plan. And if you've watched a couple of my previous videos, you guys know that we are credit card debt free, which I am so happy about. So in writing our monthly calendar overview, there's actually it's becoming less and less for us to have to write down because a majority of our bills were debts. I was actually looking back at our October budget and we had 10 debts listed on there. Now we're down to 2, which is just my student loans. So pretty excited about that. And then the only other thing going on, which was the other post-it note, is my son just has a dentist appointment towards the end of the month. And other than that, not really much going on for the month. Usually this is around the time when my family and I visit my San Jose family, and we're not going to be doing that this year. It is my mom's 60th birthday, and I'm sad I had to tell her that we will not be going up just with the whole coronavirus here in California still being very, very much, cases are still rising. So we just don't want to risk it. And this is also the time when we usually have my husband's cousins and I, like our families, we go to the beach and have like a bonfire, like we're there all day and at night. And then we're usually out and about during this month, to the beach, parks, just outdoors, but for the most part now we are just staying indoors. The beaches and hiking trails have opened up here for us in California, but we will see what we decide whether or not we're gonna have a beach day or not. As for our financial goals for the month, one is to make an extra debt payment to my Navient student loan bill, and second one is to increase our emergency fund, and then third, I did create a homeschool budget category for the month of July for school supplies, homeschool organization things, and just whatever might come up. I'm gonna see if it works out because I usually would put that stuff under my kids category, but just so I can track what I spend on homeschool things or school supplies, I just want to make sure that I kind of keep track of that so I can refer back to it later on. Moving on to highlighting, I did make a note on the top left corner where it says June 26th paycheck. That is because our June 26th paycheck is still covering our bills for July. Actually, I consider June 26th part of our July budget. And anything highlighted in that yellow is taken out of that paycheck. And then anything highlighted in green, which is our paycheck on the 10th, that is the bills that's coming out of the June 10th or July 10th paycheck. And then again on July 24th, that's actually going to be counted towards my August budget. So that's kind of how I just broke things down. And then I'm also going to be showing you my biweekly paycheck budget for June 26th. For this biweekly budget, I decided to put a budgeted amount for my husband's paycheck and the amount that would be left over from our checking account from the previous budget. I usually use what he's actually going to be paid. I usually would set up the budget Thursday since he finds out on Wednesday the amount that he would be getting paid. And that way I have time to close out the budget and figure out the actual amount that we would be left over. I did make a note on here that this budget period is from June 26th until July 9th, and then we get paid again on July 10th. That's just so I know when I'm writing down our bills, I can kind of have an idea of the dates where it cuts off. So I don't just keep writing down the bills and then I meant to stop at July 9th. We have our internet, Disney Plus, our Prime membership is due for Amazon, and then we have a car insurance, rent. I also have, I still consider this as part of our debt payment, but it's my Capital One card. I do have a fee that I pay for every month. It's $5. I just don't want to cancel that card yet because it is my oldest line of credit and I want to keep my credit score high. So that's something that we're kind of working on so that when it's time for us to buy a house, I don't want my credit score to suffer dramatically. I'm still doing research on that, so we'll see. I also, for the summer, or until we finish all the Pokemon episodes, I did purchase the channel on Amazon, and that's $4. And then I do have to put in money in our laundry app. We actually didn't need to put money in our laundry app the last paycheck budget because we still had enough money from the previous one. So for sure this time around, I do have to put money in it. And then as for our budget categories, still the same things: food, transportation, household, kids, my husband, myself, fun and events, miscellaneous, and then I am adding the homeschool, which I did allow myself a little bit more. I allowed myself $150 because I am purchasing 2 rolling cards, one for each kid. It's like a 10-drawer rolling card that I purchased from Sam's Club, I believe, or I'm going to purchase from Sam's Club. It's sitting in my cart right now. I believe total for the 2 cards is $65. So, and they're the wider ones. But yeah, anyways. And then for our food budget, I did increase it by $50. Usually I would do $250, but for the summertime, I decided to increase it to $300 and see what happens, whether or not we go over that. And yeah, so here I'm just adding everything up, and it should all match up to my Fudget app, which if you've watched my previous Plan With Me videos, I'm pretty sure you guys know that I talk about the Fudget app. I still use it, and here we do have left over $200, and which does equal to my Fudget app as well. And then I am going to allocate that $200 into we're going to put that $200 into our emergency fund. So that is the plan. So yeah, anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next one. Have a great day, guys.